morning, everyone. It's Rachel here, and I am just going to go for it. Oh my goodness, I've just forgotten something. Sorry, I'm back. So, first of all, I think it's easier if I show you now. Please don't ask for these. I'm offering them to the ladies on my list first, but I'll show you two journals that I completed. Finally, I started them probably in October, and then didn't complete them. And I'm going to say the ladies who have first dibs on them, and then after that, anyone else on my list. My list is closed, so because I have too many. I'm not comfortable with how many people are on it. So, so this is a stitch piece by my mum, and then I attached. Because she didn't decorate it, I had this piece that I had made quite a long time ago. It's got a little bird on it. Yeah, I think you can see it. And I just covered the book. It was an old book, but it wasn't, it had lost its cover. Like the outside paper, you can see the remnants of it there. So, yeah, I put in one of, I won't like show everything, but I put in one of I will show it. Tina's, Shabby Dabby Doodah envelopes, and I think we made these together, and then some little pages in there. So and the journals are a little bit eclectic, just a mix, botanical and sort of travel, if you know what I mean, because that's what I like to do. So I just quickly flip. These are one of those flips that I made. I just wanted to show you, just so that you could see how I use things. Rag paper. Did those a long time ago, and then I've added just borders and things. Oh, I was going to put I still have to put a few things in. I was going to fold some letters, scanned ones. Actually, I'll do it now. Here we go. I wanted to, not those. Oh no, it's not them. I don't know where I put them. I think they're on the floor. Okay, I'll do that after. Anyway. I put some tabs randomly, like I don't have a method for those. Still some empty pockets in them. I forgot about that. I have photographed them because I was going to send the photographs, but I haven't done that yet. But I do need to still put some things in there. There's one of the tags. I've still got to put something in there. That's something that I made. That's the digital kit 5, and I've put it onto a piece of music paper. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. Look, I mean, that just folds out. I didn't want to take it off. So just to give you an idea, I've added some doilies. I hadn't used my doilies for a while, so I added some of those. I still need to clip that in. So they're not quite, they do need a few things in their pockets, but I love that. And then that flips open. I still haven't put anything in there yet. And there. But I wanted to put some bigger things in there, in those ones. So that's the first journal. They have 3 signatures. That one has a slightly smaller spine. This is the second journal. This is with one of my mum's stitcheries, and then I added this beautiful, one of my favorite pieces of lace, so it had to go somewhere, and I thought it was beautiful on there. This was another old book from the 1800s. The cover wasn't overly exciting. The spine was broken, so I reconstructed the spine, and I had a little piece of envelope there, so I attached that, and it's similar style to the other one. Now these are, to my ladies on my list, they are slightly more expensive journals because of my mum's stitcheries. I did purchase them from her. It's a flip out. That's a Sharon Hearth. I just added that because this page was quite thin. I just added a few little things to strengthen it. So yeah, they will be a little bit more expensive. So in a second I'll say who has first dibs, and then anyone else who is interested, just in case they don't want it because it might be not what they're wanting to pay for a journal, then I'll know who's next on the list. So yeah, I think this one still has a few things that need to be put in pockets as well. That's one of the flips. I like to attach pages to extend them. That I did in my fast flow challenge. That was it you, Joey, who organised that? I've still got to put some things in there. I have left plenty of pages that are simple. It's one of our tags there. Love that. Steffi did those for me. So again, a very, big mix. This is one of my old ones I've done before with some mark making on it. Oh, and that's one of the flippy ones that I'd said to make a pocket, and I put a little journal card in there. One of the long tags. And that's a wraparound pocket. And then I put one of these in that we made many moons ago. And just use some of my trims from the trim. I think that was from my trim pack, just to put on there, just to decorate that. And then, of course, you could attach something there still. Just had this little piece of fabric sitting on my table. It's linen and I loved it, so I put it there. I just added the embroidery and that little image on that fragile page. And I added this on the edge of this page because it's, then you can put photographs or another pocket on there, just to strengthen it. And this is one of those older pockets that we've made before. And I put that little journal card in there, and I've still got to tuck something in behind. And and I've had to put a bit of a doily on there. So those are the journals. Now the two ladies that have first dibs are, let me tell you, if I don't hear from them within 24 hours, then I'll offer it to the next person. It's Joan W and Marjorie M. You have guys, so Joan, you're first. So you would have first choice, and then Marjorie, you would have second choice. So give me, if you're watching, your I'll also message them with some photographs, your preference, number 1 and 2. And then anyone else after that who's on my list, if you're interested, then, but know that those two ladies have first dibs, but they are more expensive than my normal journals. So with that being said, I then have started, tried to get my mojo going. I have started some new journals, and I'm just going to show you. They're not like I've just built the covers because that one, like that spine was leather, but it was all cracking. So I put that lovely fabric, but I haven't finished it. I still haven't decided what else might go on that cover, and then that's going to glue into there, and that's where I'm going to put the signature. So I thought maybe we might start putting some choosing the pages for the journals, and yeah, I do the whole process. But so this was a beautiful cover, and I'm going to put this on here. I think it goes that way on that spine. I might add some lace, I haven't decided, but it's a really beautiful cover, and I thought the beautiful blue embroidery would be perfect on it. And then I've just done the inside, and I haven't glued this on because I'm going to stitch my signatures into the spine. Now this one I haven't finished. This one is going to have this here, or maybe down a bit further like so. No, that wasn't it. Sorry, because it wasn't covering completely the image. That's how it's meant to go. So that's going to be like that. It's going to have this gorgeous Sanderson, but I'm not quite decided about that yet. And this was already inside, so I'm going to keep that. But again, I'm going to stitch the signatures into the cover, into the spine, so I don't want to put that on yet. So that's that one. And then they're all different sizes. I have this one here. I love that cover. I wasn't going to do too much to that. I think that's gorgeous. And then and I am going to stitch my signatures into this here, and I've just done one of my letters there and some Florentine paper. And then this one, I've put one of my decorated letters there, and another printed out letter, and then that was a pretty plain cover. I did just keep the original spine. It wasn't particularly nice on the exterior, so I've reinforced it, put this beautiful upholstery sort of fabric there, and this is going to then glue into here, so it's going to be a hidden spine. as well. So that's why I haven't completed that one. So what I might do now is just go through my papers. So I had quite a lot of I can't speak, some printed papers just in the folder. So I went and printed on the reverse side of them. Excuse me. So what I need to do is sort of go through them, because so what I try to do is maybe, I think I put 15 in each one. So I'm just going to grab each book. So this one can be, I mean, they really can be anything, can't they? So I think I might start here. And what I'll do is just make a selection of, I'm going to go over here to the brighter ones, pages that can go in that one. Different colours. And just as I go, just double check what's on the reverse side, just to make sure I'm not putting in the same thing. That one in. That one and that one. Oh, are they the same? No, they're different. Okay. So I hope everybody is well. It's very cold here at the moment, so I put that in there. And then, so how many have I got now? Maybe let's choose the papers for one, so you can see. I know I've done it many times, but I know that it's a popular thing. Here, I was meant to be counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might do them for 2. I'll choose the papers for 2. So we've done a decorated letter in that one. I'll just put that one over there. Just trying to put a variety in here, because I do like to. Oh, that one, you see, didn't print on the other side. I need to go and print that. So I'll just choose a different. I think these colours will be lovely with that. I think I've already got that one. Oh, and some of Sharon's. I might put a couple of, no, maybe 1 or 2 of Sharon's in there, because I did have those printed ready to go. Let me see how many. Oh no, I might keep these. Well, I'll put 1 in, because I've got smaller books, and they're better for the smaller books. Those ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10. Okay, so I need to choose some more. And this is where it starts to get messy, because I've printed them out multiple times, and I may accidentally put in 11, 12, 13. That one was a reject from when I did some kits. 14, and then one more. 15. Okay, so let's just quickly double check. Hope that wasn't too painful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that one's got 15. Okay, so I'll put those together, and then we'll do another. Let's do this smaller one. So I'll have a couple of Sharon's in there. 1, maybe this colourful one. 2, and I did have some pages printed out that were a bit smaller, I think. Let's have a look. They were all edge to edge, those ones. Some of these were not. This one wasn't. It can go with the other smaller one. Oh, they're not even, some of them didn't. So some of them didn't go through. Maybe I'll take that, keep that one for this one, and have to go and print on the reverse side. And we might go a little bit Italian in this one. Oh, about this one. This. I'm going to do a little bit of more Italian in this one. Italian and botanical. Do I have that one? Okay, now I want to try, oh, these are all Italian, these ones. I want to try and just grab a few more botanicals. And I need to check the reverse side because I haven't been doing that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I have one of these. 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, I think. He thinks. Those two are the same, so maybe I'll switch one of those out. Okay, so let's just double check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So don't get overly excited, ladies, that I've started these. I'll tell you why, because they take me forever to finish, because I don't have all the bits that I need to finish them. Okay, so that's those parts of the pages, the decorative, well, the printed pages, should I say, chosen for 2. I can do the other ones off camera. And then I like to put in old book pages, so might choose a Florentine paper as well. So they'll each have one of those. And then sometimes I extend pages and stuff. Okay. That's fragile. I can't use that one. See, some of the papers in here are a bit fragile, so I might not be able to use them. Some are too small. Might be something okay in there. Let's see those. Oh, I have these pages. I never use those. Okay, it's becoming a bit scarce in there. So I might have this is kind of like what my process is. I sort of just, if I'm doing 2, then I'll pull out the pages for 2. This one, they're all a bit ripped. So no, they're better for making tags and things. That one is too mottledy, although it's nice and strong, but anyway. Let's see what's happening there. These are all ripped apart. I may need to go to my, these are good, to my book page box, see what I can find. Or I may, you know, may not have enough. It's all ripped. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're ripped, because I'll hinge them, but I've got some hinge pages, I think, already to use. So those are complete pages. Page. Okay, that's those. What's down here? Here's some. Now these are a bit, oh, they're those botanical ones. I won't use those. They're a bit big. Okay, let me just grab my book page box, which is, it'll be under something, of course. Here they are. Okay. I've got some rag paper here. Let's have a look. I'm going to be too big. I do like to put a nice one. I don't want to rip it, just a sec. One, two. Put a nice variety in. Oh, this one might be good. Oh no, that's a multi one. If they're too, you know, I use those. I need to put all these in that pouch actually. Oh, got some straw paper here. We'll put that in. It's ripped always. I keep the ripped pieces for myself. So, oh, my friend gave me that before I went to Australia for Christmas. Isn't that very kind of her? Oh, these are good too. Some plain pages. I like to put some plain pages in. And so maybe one of those would be nice. Aha, that would be good. Oh, here's some lovely vintage paper. We'll use that. And here's a whole book of vintage paper. There we go. That's going to be good. I really do need to do a bit of a sort through. You know, I just get out of control. I've sorted all my fabrics out. I did that yesterday. That was, it was like a bomb hit. I felt like it when I first just moved in. Oh dear, it was shocking. Here we go. There might be something here. I know I'm off camera, but if I go on camera, I'll be too close to the camera. Here we go. Here's some pages. I mean, it's way more than what I need, but I like to pull it out and then make my choices. That one is falling apart, but we can fix that. Remember, we've got 3 signatures, so that's why I'm getting quite a few. Oh, I love these types. I might put those into my little folder too, because I haven't replenished it for a while. A few broken ones here. You're not missing out on it. Well, I guess you might think you're missing out on something, but not really. It's a rag paper. Oh, here we go. These are rag papers. We'll do those. I think that might be enough. Okay. I do need to do some sorting. Right, then let's just go here. I have these, and I also have these. I probably need to do some more. Okay, rightio. So pull my sleeves up now because I'm feeling hot. So I'll just... one. Let's just divide them into 2 piles. So because we've got 2 journals we're looking at the moment. It's got a bit of glue on it, but they are lovely pieces. Just divide them. I'll do that after. 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, perfect. 3. 1 and 1, 1 and 1. I might not need all of these. I just pull them out anyway. Okay, and then 1. Oh, that one's got writing on it. Oh, I'll put that in. Does that one? That one doesn't. So let's put, oh, rusty pin. Okay. I didn't even realize that. That's an extra. I could grab another one from somewhere. Oh, wait, I've got one. What have I got in here? Oh, that one there. And then I had, this is old from the 1800s. I thought I might tear it in half. because it's very big. And have a shorter page or hinge it sideways. Okay, and then I might just pull out one of these. You can, that's that Pepin brand. It's wrapping paper. You can get that on Amazon. So I'm actually just going to tear it on the crease. And I know it'll be too big for the smaller journal, but it'll be good for the bigger journal. And so I'll wing it. Okay, it's such a very nice paper. Right. So then I take, now do I have enough? Is the question. Do I have enough? Do I have enough? Do I have enough? Well, we can add more afterwards. I can't remember how many I add to one, what's it called? Signature. So this one I can pretty much just fold them because this is a big book. I'll just quickly fold them all. And then we'll organise them into the 3 signatures. I still have to choose a fabric to cover that with, so I still need to glue that on. I need to trim that little bit off, but I'll do it after. And I don't worry, like if it's sucked through incorrectly, that's why some of those pages aren't printed on. I don't worry about that. I'll just embellish that or fold it over or do something like that. Now I think the other one had a page that wasn't printed, or this one, I can't remember which. I think it was the other one. So I might not be able to do that one, but we'll do this one. We'll fold and organize the papers and get this one going. So if you don't do digitals, you might have some lovely floral books or art books and things. Yeah, I'd like to put some art pages in, but I don't have any with me at the moment. See, that's not, I might just fold that over, or I'll put some, you know, printed out trim down there, or some washi tape, something, or I might put a pocket. And that one is going there. Okay, and just pick them all up. And so this one's pretty easy. I don't have to resize anything. The book is so big that the pages fit. Now I do have, this is bigger, and this is how I'm going to, this is wonderful. So what I do to measure it, I just put it on top and then fold. And I'm not going to take this bit off, I'm going to fold it. I'll just put a little crease there so I can see where, and I'm going to fold it in that way. Okay, now this one I'm going to fold. So I'm just sort of putting it in a bit and then just folding it just inside where the spine is. And I might extend that page, I don't know. This one again, this one is, what I'm going to do is fold that over and I will hinge. I'll just attach something to it. Okay, and I'll fold that up, and I think I'll glue that up, that bit. With this one, I'm going to turn it around, I think, and actually literally just fold it in half. Same with this one. Again, this one I might attach to something else. Like here, I've got lots of single pages, and I think I'll fold that up, and that will become, that bit there will become a pocket, and I'll cut the little corner out, but we'll do that. We'll do it. This one, I think I'm going to hinge that to one of those ones. to the other, this fragile one. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. I find this really fun, just doing really random things. That's what makes it fun for me. I don't like doing what I should be doing. Does that make sense? I like to just wing it and make it up as I go. And then I'm going to, I don't want to get glue on my jumper. So I told my husband yesterday, because I was very quiet, I didn't want to go for a walk. We've been getting up early in the morning and exercising, and I didn't want to go for a walk. He loves going for a walk after work, and I understand because he's been working in an office. But I knew that I hadn't had a chance to do my video yet. I like to do my video in the morning if I can, because I've got more energy. And we've been, you know, I did get up at 5:40. So there we go. Look how easy that was. Just glue that down. And I think I'm just going to get this. I'm going to fold up a little bit there just to reinforce it. And this is going to become a pocket. And so anyway, then I feel guilty because he said, okay, I'll go for a walk by myself. And then I feel guilty because I do live in this permanent state of feeling guilty. I do. I feel guilty about everything. Always have and always will probably. And so I went for the walk. And then I did the video with you guys. And I was just very quiet. I know I was very quiet. And it must have been Boresvilles for everybody. Except for the pretty journal. So yeah, so I told him that because I did chat when we had our walk. Now that is all. I need to fold that in now because that page is too big. So I told him he stole all my chitter chatter from you guys because we did chat on the walk, but then I was all chatted out. Okay, so that, what I'm going to do here, and I'm becoming very complex. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take it off at an angle. I'm actually going to glue that back the other way. I'll tell you why, because this is quite fragile paper. It's quite thin. So that way now I can do my snip here. And, oh, here's my glue. I'm going to glue that up. And we've got a nice, interesting pair of pages. Okay, and then grab my little glue book here. So my issue, well, first of all, you get when I'm making a journal, I sort of need to get the cover going. Once I get the cover going, which is always one of those sort of things that you sort of hesitate, and you know, get the and then I put the pages together. I like putting the pages together, choosing them and stuff, and doing this sort of thing. And then I get to and then I have to stitch them in. I don't like doing the stitching, and it's not hard. I don't find it hard. It's just tedious. It's just a chore, really. It's not exciting to me. Well, it is exciting because then all the pages that you put together are going in. That is exciting. I tell a lie. But I don't like the process of it. I know quite a lot of people don't like the process of it. So these are all fine, but I'm just going to put that one aside. Oh, here we go. I've got this paper here, this very old paper. So I need to trim this off. Yeah, so once I've stitched my pages in, then I'm to the point where I need to, you know, put in all the pockets and make tags. And I always put in that many pockets that, you know, I've got to fill them all. And so that's where I slow down. I can be all gung-ho and get all the covers done and all that bit done, and then I slow down because then I've got to make all the things to go in them. So that's why you you know, it's all very exciting to see some covers on the go, but they have to all be filled. And of course I say, okay, I'll do 5. It will take me a month to do the 5 because that's how slow I am. So that's going to go there and glue that up. But, you know, you've got to enjoy the process too. So I don't want to be, you know, it's not a race. Well, those of you on my list, you know it's not a race for me because you've been waiting a really long time. Then, of course, everything stopped because then I had to do Christmas. So I did Christmas, and I didn't get as much done for my list as I should have. I'm wondering whether to attach this one. I think I will. I'll fold that up, I think, and so I'm going to glue that on there. But I'm thinking I might make this. Excuse me, would you mind sticking down? I'm going to make this a side tuck as well because it's nice and big and generous. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I don't know, I definitely don't think I folded it straight, but it's not, you know. If you don't get something crooked, you didn't get a Rachel creation. And of course, there'll be more than one thing crooked. I've got pretty crooked eyes. My eyes don't see straight. But for those of you who don't have eyes that make you do straight things, then, you know, just do what I do, just go with it. Okay, so what I'm thinking is this page is quite a bit thinner than this one. So I'm wondering, because it's going to be too wide, look at that, it's going to be too wide. I'm going to fold it in on this way because that side is less interesting. Instead of ripping it off, I'm going to fold that in. This is how I'm reinforcing my page. So it's all good for everyone to see this. Different ideas for reinforcing your pages that may or may not, you know, they may feel fragile, but they're maybe not necessarily so fragile because sometimes these really old papers do have an element of ragginess in them. This one is this is not really rag paper, I don't think so, but it does feel like it does. Even though it's thin, it has a certain strength to it. It doesn't feel, it's not brittle like the 1900s pages. So that's always a bonus. So I've glued that down, and that's where I'm going to glue this, but I don't want to glue, actually that's not going to work. It's going to have to be. Let's make sure I glued it properly. I'm going to glue that on there, on the reinforced bit, like so. So what I need to do is put this over here, and then leave that. Run my glue down here. Any glue coming out? I think so. There and there. Oops. There we go. Make sure it sticks. Now hopefully, I may have to trim off. I'm going to fold that edge in actually. So that's that, and then I'm going to fold this edge up and glue that. Just making sure it all sticks. I'm going to fold that up there. That folded in, so I've got a bit of glue there. And then this I'm going to fold in like so. I think I might tear that one off. I don't want to, because I really like the font. I could fold it back the other way. Maybe I'll fold it back the other way. All this swinging the paper around, it's probably not sticking. I think I'll fold it the other way and glue it down. It is a nice way to not lose all your wonderful edges too. Now, quite often I have found too that they didn't, like if you were, I've followed the line of the writing, but I'm actually, to my eye, it's not looking straight to me. So, you know, quite often they did print crooked on the page. When they put the type, you know, the font plates down with all the words that they had put together. Gosh, it must have taken them a long time. Well, maybe the paper, you know, they didn't do it straight, is what I'm trying to say. So that's all nice and strong, and that goes there, and we have another lovely, interesting page with a little bit of effort. So this one is too wide, but I don't want to get rid of those edges, so I'll just fold them for now, and then I can decide afterwards if I want to glue them down or take them off or hinge something on them. And then we've got our straw paper, so like that. Do I have anything? Oh, I've got the other book pages there, so I might have too much stuff here, but I don't worry about that. That one, and then we've got these pages, and these are all going to be good for this book. Okay, so that's those. So let's just see what we've got. Then I thought I might like, I did do some hinging now, so let's just see what I've got over here. That's it goes over the edge of a page. What have I got here? I might keep those for a small one. Here's a nice big one. That's got an envelope, so we'll have that. And we might have that one, or maybe that will be better in a small one. Maybe we'll only have one. Oh, that's got a lovely... Okay, now we've got enough of those. Huh. Maybe that, but I think we've got too much stuff. Oh, okay, so let's just, oh, what are these? Oh no, they're the hingy ones. Put those aside. Okay, so let's put the book aside, and I leave it open so I can see it. And I'm going to now divide my pieces into 3 groups. So they're 2 hinge pieces. So I'm going to put those there, and I'm going to grab this hinged one and put that in the middle for my 3 signatures. Let's make sure you can see. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm just going to start grabbing my book pages. There, and any other book pages. That one can go over there. And we've got those. We'll do that one, and that one. And then we've got our decorative paper. So I'll put this one here. Just try to make sure I've got a nice mix of pages happening. And that was a reject, that one. We didn't end up putting it anywhere. Oh, I've got one extra because I did put in that florally one. Now, I might have too much stuff, so let's see how many we have. Don't want to go over more than 10. So I've got 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, we don't want 12. So let's see what we'll keep. We can take out a book page. That's 11. We don't need all the book pages. And I might take out a digital. Take out that one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or maybe the other one I didn't count properly. So we'll keep all of those. Keep that one definitely. Definitely want to keep that one. Keep the straw paper and that one. No. Yes, that one. Okay. So there we go. So there's our 3 signatures. And now I've got my book over there, and I'm just going to have a look at the decorative. I think I want to see that one with that one. So that's how I sort of decide what do I want to see first. And then I take my pages and I'll divide them into, these are my other signatures. I'll just put those over there. Turn it around so I can see there's 2. My planes there, my printed there, and book page. Don't have too many planes for this one. Okay, that's all right. So we might have the rag paper straight away, and I'm going to stagger them so that way you know, there's not I can't get my words out, you know, they feel the height of the book. That's what I'm trying to say. Get there in the end. And there, up there, oh, I've got another one there. Okay. Well, I think I'll put that in. Oh, so I think I had 11 in that one as well. We don't want 11. Put that there. And I think I have this interesting one in the middle that has a pull out. Okay, so that's signature 1. Sometimes I put only 9. It just depends how I feel about the spine. But then I'll rest them in there. I'll just put that on top of the journal. And then I don't think you can really see it, but then I sort of, when I sort out these pages, I like to then be able to see what might I like next to it. It's more plain, and that's a mix, that one. Okay, so I'll show you here. I have this page, this one here. This is my first signature, and so what I'm looking at now is what takes my, I might even like to start with something like that. I could start with something like that one. Maybe that one. And then have something like this peeking. So you can see that, maybe put it like so. Okay. And then I can put the look of that. Oh, I do like the look of that together. I usually like to put my digital page, I don't know why, in the center of my signature. I even have that one in the middle. Okay, so I'm liking the look of that. So now I flip that there. That's my second signature. And then I want to see, now here I need to think about, I want to see it next to that one, but I also want to see it here. So just pretend it's in my book. Or this one. Or this one I like. So let's see. So if I had that one, I'm going to see that next to that, and I really like that. And if I have this one, I like that, and I like that too. I think I'll choose this one. Okay, so put this aside and just divide my papers again. All right. So that one's going first. And I think I'll have this one. In this case, I might finish with that one in the center. Thought I might like the look. Yes, and I do. I like the look of that one with that one. So there we are. There's my signatures. So my next job will be then after is to choose a fabric to go over this. And I'll make my fabric that much wider. So let me measure that. I'll tell you about how many. I don't measure anything. I eyeball it, but I want it to go probably at least 1.5 inches over from here to there, about 1.5 inches. So I'll glue that onto there, and I flip it over and I do my measurements and stitch my signatures to it. So maybe I'll get that process done, and then in another video, well, maybe I'll glue my fabric on, and then in another video we'll stitch the signatures to this, so that way I can show you the floating spine, and then we'll glue it to there and just show you that hidden spine. So I think that book's going to be really gorgeous. It's a bit stiff, as I said, because I haven't, you know, been folding it. I just made them and they've been lying on the ground until I could get back to them. So that's that one. So I think I'll stop the video here. And just a reminder to, who was it, Marjorie and Joan, if you could let me know about those journals. Anyway, I'll message you about with the photographs and how much they cost, and then I will be able to move on. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.